And hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Gridiron Gabbin here on NFLGridironGab.com. Site editor Matt Loede with you, and we are pleased and honored to be joined today by last year's number one pick in the NFL draft. And, of course, we're talking about Lions quarterback Matt Stafford as we get set for Super Bowl week down in Miami. Matthew, how are you today, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
Hey, excellent. Glad we could get you here for a few minutes as leading up to the Super Bowl, and obviously the draft's not that far off. Let's talk a little bit first, though, about your involvement with Axe, and tell me a little bit about this Axe challenge that you're up to, that you're promoting right now.
Yeah, I'm partnering with Axe Hair again, and ever since I've been using their products, I've been getting a ton of hair action, which is girls getting their hands up in your hair and smelling it and being all about it and can't get enough. So I'm out there. I filmed some videos in LA and put them on the internet. They're on. You can search Axe Hair, go to Facebook.com/Axe, and try to upload your videos or pictures and see if guys can one-up me and see how they can get hair action, see if it's a little bit better than me or not. Axe is giving away a bunch of great prizes, a couple tickets to some big games in 2010, some fun stuff, so it's a good deal.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool here as I see grand prizes include a couple of chances to go to major college or professional sporting events of your choice in 2010, which is a pretty cool thing. So let me get this straight. Every 2 weeks you're going to be getting a new winner on board, is that right?
Yeah, there's daily winners that are getting Axe prize packs and maybe some shampoo, conditioner, and some styling products. And then every 2 weeks there'll be a grand prize winner, and they'll give away, I guess, 4 sets of tickets because, there was getting hair action normally, getting it, in a costume in a different position, and maybe hands-free with, I use kitchen utensils, a girl did to give me hair action. So it's a pretty fun deal. People can get creative with it and have a good time.
Oh, that sounds great. And as you said before, you've got a Facebook page, or there's a Facebook page set up with it, and also you can just go...
Facebook.com/Axe, or you can just search Axe Hair, through Google or any search engine. So
that sounds like a lot of fun. How'd you get involved with them? What was how did that kind of lead up to it?
I worked with them a little bit last year, and it's a great company. Ever since I've been using their products, it's been going really well for me, and been getting a ton of hair action. So it's a fun product for me to endorse and be partnered with, and I think they're going up and up, so it's gonna be good.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Let's talk a little bit about your first season in the National Football League. Of course, a lot of expectations for you, and obviously the Lions as the number one pick overall in the draft. And you played in 10 games, and you had probably some good moments and some bad. How did you feel your first season went as now the guy, if you will, in Detroit?
It was fun. I had a good time. Obviously, wish we could have won some more games, but I wouldn't trade that experience for the world. We won 2 games, and when I was in there, we were 2-8, and I gained a lot of experience and got to play with guys that I'd never played with before, and hopefully building on through the draft and free agency this year, we can expand and play better next year.
Was it a situation, though? I mean, obviously you hear different scenarios where, sometimes rookie quarterbacks say, well, I would rather play than not, and then you hear some that say, well, I'd rather be able to kind of get a year under my belt watching. Were you the type of quarterback? It always sounded to me like in interviews that you really wanted to come out and play pretty much right away. Was that how you felt?
Absolutely. I thought, the best experience you can get is out there playing when the bullets are flying, when it's, you can get all the practice reps you want, but when you're playing against a team that's, fighting for the playoffs or whatever it is, that intensity is ratcheted up that much more, and playing in football games in the NFL is the only way you can really get experience, in my opinion.
Again, we're talking with Matthew Stafford, the number one draft pick last year, the 2009 NFL draft, and of course the quarterback of the Detroit Lions. Matt, obviously one of the highlights of your season had to be, and they've shown it on NFL Films, and I've got to say it's an incredible video if you haven't seen it yet yourself even, of that game against the Browns, when at the last play of the game, last play of regulation, you got hammered there, and you were holding your shoulder and everything like that, and you came off the field, and then they called the timeout, and you got back in there. What was going through your mind at that point, and how great was that for you to be able to bring your team back like that and be able to finish that game off?
Well, it hurt like hell at the moment, but it was fun, man. It's a great way to end the game. Getting hit like that was tough, but I heard the timeout was called, and I realized I could get myself back in the game, and I didn't really rather ask for forgiveness than permission, so I just kind of ran in there, and it was awesome. It was a great win for our team, a great win for our city, and hopefully got some fans on my side.
And what was funny, too, I thought, again, in seeing a lot of these highlights and everything like that, was after you threw the touchdown pass you kind of shoved everybody off. You kind of waved everybody off, like, no, don't touch me. I'm still bothered here by the shoulder injury. Was that something that hampered you the rest of the season? That shoulder? How did that turn out for you? I know you had some other injuries as well, the knee injury and whatnot. But as you look at forward to this off season, are you pretty much feeling you're going to be 100% going into the camps and whatnot?
Yeah, I definitely will be going into the season. And even in the off season here, it's just. I had a little scope on the knee, and I'm rehabbing that right now. I feel a lot better, and the shoulder's feeling a whole lot better. It just needed some rest, which I really couldn't get during the season. So it's enjoying a much-needed rest for a little bit.
Now, being the number one pick overall, obviously the franchise has put a lot of emphasis on you, and they realize that you are the future of this organization. Do you get to have any input, or as we go into this offseason, about a month away from free agency, and, of course, talking about the draft already in April, does anybody come to you in the organization and say, Matt, what do you think we have to do? Or does, Jim Schwartz or anybody say, what would you like us to do? Or, is that just purely a situation where you just stand on the sidelines and say, look, whatever we do, we do. I'm on board with whatever we do.
Obviously they enjoy my input. They've come up to me and talked to me about, what I think we might need. But whatever they end up doing, I'm obviously not going to be in the war room, per se, on draft day or anything like that. But they have asked, which is nice, to have a little bit of input. And then whatever we have out there, man, we're going to go play and we're going to do as well as we possibly can with it.
Again, we're talking with Matthew Stafford as we wrap it up here. Matt, of course, is promoting the Axe Hair Challenge. Check that out at facebook.com/Axe, or there's a couple other ways you can get involved with that. Matt, before I let you go, just, real quick, I just got to ask, your favorite moment, was there one moment, probably other than getting your name called on back in April as the number one pick overall of the draft, but was there a favorite moment for you of the 2009 season that you can look back to and be really proud of?
I think getting that first win for the city of Detroit and our team was huge. Being able to beat the Washington Redskins and get that kind of monkey off my back was probably my favorite moment.
Excellent. Well, Matt, we appreciate the time today, my friend. You have an enjoyable off season. Enjoy the Super Bowl this weekend. We look forward to speaking to you again down the road. Best of luck with Axe and all that, and thanks so much for your time today.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Thank you. That again, Matthew Stafford, number one pick of the Detroit Lions in the NFL draft in 2009.